Well, our Crime Tracker 10 team is always working to keep you safe by keeping you informed about crimes happening where you live and ways to help prevent them. Well, Crime Tracker 10's Angela Ann and Jeff Hogan join us now for our new Crime Fighters segment.
Thanks. Well, this morning we're joined by Westerville Police Chief Joe Morbitzer. Chief, really appreciate you being with us this morning.
Well, thank you, and thank you for this opportunity to share these crime prevention tips with the region and our citizens.
Well, you mentioned it, the region. I mean, you are charged with serving and protecting Westerville, but some of the things that we're going to talk about all throughout this initiative will be things that cross county lines, borders of cities and things like that, where everybody's affected around Central Ohio. Absolutely.
Crime is very transient today, and that's one of the things we have to recognize. The people who violate the law in Westerville violate the law in Grove City, violate the law in Delaware County and the surrounding areas. Even more importantly is the criminal communication network. We've got to understand it's very strong too. And they know where places are vigilant and where they are not. This is an opportunity for us to share crime prevention techniques throughout the region and keep everyone safe.
And Chief, speaking of staying vigilant, we know a lot of schools and police are really being vigilant about school safety. So we have seen already several lockdowns in some cases, not just in Westerville, but elsewhere. Can you talk about some of the new proactive steps that are being taken to keep kids safe?
Yes, and thank you for that question, because it's very important. Keeping our kids safe is our primary responsibility in society, and we have to recognize and appreciate the job by the Attorney General's office, who's gotten us to a very good level of security through legislation bringing safety and security plans to our schools. It's important that we all be at a very proficient level when this takes place. We've also got to recognize the great job by the teachers and the administrative staffs of the school who initiate these plans and notify public safety, and we all need to work together to keep our kids safe.
Is it safe to say that opening lines of communication is a great way to fight crime, and your event this weekend can do that for kids, right?
Absolutely. When we look at keeping kids in the right track, it's engagement, and it's getting kids involved in very positive activities. We'll be hosting Cops and Kids tomorrow, and it will be an absolutely great event. It's an opportunity for kids of all ages, just not juveniles, to come out and introduce themselves to law enforcement. We'll have about 60 agencies out, and just getting to break down the barriers and building partnerships with the community.
And friendships, that's the great thing. When kids become friends with the police officers, that's when you really become effective.
Absolutely, and I can use my own life. When we were young, we had a neighborhood cop that would stop, take his gun belt off, put it in the cruiser of the car, and play football on the street with us.
That's great.
That made a huge impression on everyone.
Well, Chief, we really appreciate you being here with us so early this morning.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Chief. See you soon.
Stay safe.
Now, Cops and Kids Day is tomorrow, September 8th from 10:30 to 2:30. It's at Hoff Woods Park. You can find more information at 10tv.com/crimetracker10.